we are back with another video, and this is something we want to relive. Go back and just go back to the past and relive some of the moments of Madden that sometimes drove us crazy, or the things that we knew. Pretty much most of the metas that Madden every year that something happens, something that's so good in Madden that everybody does it. It's always just called the meta. So I'm gonna go through a lot of these offensively because I wasn't really a defensive guy in the older Maddens, but I've turned into more defensive. But before we get into that, I want y'all to know that I'm still telling everybody download that SeatGeek app. Use my code Third Coast Gaming. $20 off your first order. And yeah, we got a lot of the season is coming up. August is like right around the corner. September football season is like right around the corner, y'all. So it's about to start getting really heated up, hot, and yeah, use that code. Now, let's go here to some of the first one. I want to start at Madden 13. Madden 13, the meta of Madden 13, because that's kind of where I remember most of them online. I'm saying like online now, online gameplay mostly. I was really into online gameplay on Madden 13. Madden 12, 10, yeah, but I was kind of more playing like offline franchise up to like Madden 10 or something. Madden 10, Madden 11. And I played online, but not a lot like I do now. Like strictly, but like Madden 10, I was playing franchise up to like probably up to like Madden 10, but I was playing online too. But I played more modes. But I vividly remember Madden 13 because I was trash talking a lot on Madden 13, and I talk so much trash. I get on that microphone, and I would just start talking trash, just getting your head and stuff. And I remember this has been like the out route was like the meta of Madden 13, but it was more of the meta of like most of the Maddens, all the way up to like Madden to like 16 maybe. Out routes was always the thing from the older Maddens for sure, because you didn't have that many different route combinations you could make and all this stuff. But this one I think this was the first starter you could actually smart route your the out routes, and that made them even more deadly. And for sure, Madden 25 had them too, but we got a different meta for Madden 25. But as you can see, these out routes were like I know y'all remember if y'all was going playing Madden 13, you had us got to stop. Oh, and this nigga would just throw an out route, and you'd be like, really, like, and you would be playing great coverage, and it was just he was smart routed, and bam, it would be a complete pass every time, most of the time. And of course, you didn't have to worry about like passing abilities and stuff like in Madden 13, which was a good game. See, Aaron Rodgers could actually throw the ball. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is like the only guy in the game in regular play that can throw the ball without an ability. But right now, as you can see, this was the meta. And by that time, if you knew how to adjust it, you knew the adjustment. It was if I'm not mistakenly, if the adjustment was if you played, I don't think you could play outside like this. I think you could though. But if you played the outside, shaded outside or something like that, you was able to get that or put a flat like a zone out there. But yeah, as you can see, he's showing how to defend it now, but he was showing you the actual way. But that was Madden 13, man. Madden 13, a lot of out routes. It was like really, it was hell. But it doesn't even hold a candle to what we did and what happened in Madden 25. Madden 25. And you know what I'm finna type. This was Madden 25, the run game. Strong power. And this was the game, this was the Madden where you could run strong power. Literally, you could run it all the way upfield. Madden 25 was a running game. The the actual game, like the first when it first came out, when Madden 25 first came out on Xbox 360 or was it the Xbox One? Let me see if I'm. Yeah, I guess this was the. It had two. The Xbox One was coming out this year, right? So it was 360 was the last gen. So I had it on both consoles, right? And so when I played Madden 25 on Xbox 360, I remember vividly. I was playing. I always do. This is what I would do most of the time. I would play a game against. I would play against the computer. You know, to feel how the game is, what some of y'all should start doing or just don't jump in the headline online like all the way, but this is what I would do. This is what I do. Play a game versus the computer, you see this nigga running about. And I would just try to feel for the game, see how to crawl everything, right? And I remember playing the computer and this nigga had Ray Rice. Well, Ray Rice was still on the Ravens. I played against the Ravens. And I think the first play of the game, I score. I was able to say, okay, I can score. And then they got the ball, and like the first play of the game, this dude drove downfield, ran like an 80-yard touchdown. He get the ball back, he drove right back downfield and and ran like another 80-something yard touchdown. I'm like, you can't stop the run in this game? And I was like so close to like, man, this game is terrible. I'm gonna take this game back. And I did not like Madden 25 on 360, but this, like I said, this was the game that I ended up playing our Maverick on, and I started playing more Ultimate Team. From this one in Madden 13, Madden 13 was when I started playing Ultimate Team more. That's my first Ultimate Team, Madden 13, and this was the meta: strong power, run power, outside runs. They were the meta here. Strong power was the meta of Madden 25. You could run strong power on 4th and 80. The G Meyer made a song about this. I think it was the Madden 25. I believe it was. But that was the meta, and like C routes were coming in and play too now. They were in Madden. C routes was a thing. I believe. Let me know if y'all remember the C routes. What Madden was a really bad? I think it was 18. If we get 4, I think it was going on. I think 18. Because the C routes don't work no more like they could, so I believe it was like 18. But Madden 25 was the Madden 25. It was strong power to meta. You couldn't really do nothing but hope and pray that your opponent didn't run it on your default. Now, let's go to Madden 15, and this is what I think the most frustrating one maybe was Madden 15. Because the meta on this one was something that Problem Right, created, and it was PA in the round. PA in the round. PA reach around. That's what we called it in G Meyer's world. PA reach around. If you did not play Madden 15 and you did not experience the PA end around, I'm telling you, this was the most frustrating thing you could ever play. This play right here was so good. And Madden 15 was the year you could make makeshift. See, this is what happened. See, they had the tackle cone thing too, whatever, like the tackle thing. But this was the year you could take your screens. This is why they don't do it no more. But you could take the screens and turn them into different things. You could audible the screens and turn them into like take a streak, make a streak, or put another streak and stuff like that. And that was how PA end around was made, because you could streak that receiver that was supposed to be going around. You just streak them, and the running back would be pretty much wide open every time. Now, let me see if I can find PA end around. That was Dream Killer. He had made a Madden game in a minute. Dream Killer. He used to be pretty cool dude for Madden. Uh, PA end around though. I think this will be a good one. I think this show. Why is Dream Killer's the only guy that's showing Madden 15 videos or something? I don't know. But here we go. Look at the play art here. The play art, like I said, he would take that outside receiver and you would streak him. That's all you have to do. Streak that outside receiver, and that running back literally came free every time. It was like it was so frustrating, and I was thinking it was just like you think right now Madden stuff is you think going up against what's the shit 33 the Madden nickel 335 and stuff like that. No, nigga, this play right here, now he's showing you how to defend it, which there wasn't really a way to defend it. I kind of started. This was PA boot over before PA boot over was even made. I had a little defense about it. I could defend it sometimes, but most of you really couldn't stop it all the time. But this was Madden 15. This was what it was, and this was the play. This play was just so deadly, and I want to see. I'm sure we can run it one time, but well, you know, I hate this one. I hate these niggas tiff. They talk for like 35 minutes, but here, this was PA end right here. This was literally what every time it was just so good, and I believe fullback dive was a thing at time too. Well, no, maybe, but Madden 15 was a part of the last year you could play defense too. Remember, Madden 15 was like the last year of playing defense, and that's how the play was now. Let's go to Madden 16, and we all know what Madden 16 was. And this might if if Madden 16 and Madden 15, I don't know. It was I think Madden 16 might have been the meta for Madden 16 might have made it one of the worst Maddens ever, because Madden 16 everybody could catch. Everybody could OBJ catch. This was the year of the OBJ catch, right? And EA Sports really messed up and okay, we want everybody to do this catch. Kickers, punters, everybody could do the catch, right? And that's where they screwed it up, because this is all you would face in Madden. Fourth down, 4th and 25, 4th and 35. Oh, don't worry. You know what's gonna happen. That nigga's finna throw 4 verticals, chunk it up, and he's gonna catch it. And he's gonna get the animation where they both hold on to the ball, where it looks like both of them the Golden Tate catch. It was either the Golden Tate catch or it was the OBJ catch. And this was offense right here. This was the offense you faced every game, all game. 4 verticals. This is all you faced. Literally every time, every play. You did not have to have a scheme in Madden 16. All you have to do is call 4 verticals and chunk it to one of these receivers on that side, because 9 times out of 10 he was gonna catch it. Most of the time they was gonna catch it. It like you could put all the defensive strategies and stuff. No, it was nothing to do about this Madden 16 and these verticals. It was just the worst thing they ever did. The worst thing they ever did was make this was the year. Remember, this was the year. This was the year of the when they kind of started with the catch thing, aggressive catch and possessing catch and stuff. I think they started it, but this was kind of more you could have aggressive catch. Like here, there, bam, right there. That's Madden 16, literally. That was all I'm telling you, and you knew it. You were like, damn. You just had to hold open play. That's all you had to do. You couldn't play them. Now Madden 17, they gave us the option to actually play the ball, like SWAT and stuff. And if you played SWAT, sometimes it would actually work. Sometimes, but 90% of the time it was a catch. Now we say, okay, Madden 16 had one of the worst metas, you believe. But then we go to Madden 17, which I kind of now looking back, if I had to pick one Madden that I like more, I would have to say this one. But everybody hated Madden 17 because of the swerve. I learned how to do this. I learned it from G Maya. And this is J Mail actually telling people how to swerve catch. How ironic is that, huh? Me telling, but yeah, Madden 17, the swerve. The swerve was the this was if the swerve was not in Madden 17, Madden 17 actually would have been a decent game. It probably would have been the better Maddens of this era if the swerve wasn't in the game, because the thing about the swerve is you could not defend it. You really couldn't defend it because your user gets blocked. He gets took out of the play. As you can see right here, he's gonna see how he's running, and once you click on, all you have to do is just swerve your guy into the defender. Your defender won't do nothing but look up and do. He won't play the ball at all. You just swerve. You just move him out of the way and swerve and kill. Like I literally won a game. I still remember. I had a last second. I had like 3 seconds left. This dude was in quarters, 3 deep, and I still threw a touchdown. Swerve pass. I swerved and caught it for a touchdown, and I was so crunk. Like, it was like 80-yard bomb. This was it. Madden 17 was the year to swerve. Everybody hated it. And it was so bad that EA Sports didn't even take it out. They didn't patch it or nothing. They kept it in the game and they called it the glitch. They're like, oh, and remember the EA Sports, the Madden commentators, when they had the MCS, like, oh, they got that swerve glitch. You might not be able to do it, because Voltrack was doing it and stuff. And they were like, oh, of course, I got that swerve glitch. You might, you got to defend it. They did not know how to fix it or something. So they, what, they was like, okay, we're just gonna keep it. If it's gonna say, hey, it's just a glitch in the game. We don't know what to do. So we're just gonna say, hey, we're just gonna let it happen. And that's literally what it did. Like, see that how you just moved to get out the way. Literally, you did that, and it that pissed people off so much. To have niggas that you got great defense, and all this nigga do is just bam, do that, move you out of the way. And you remember, you can't click on. If you tried to click on, there was like a way kind of defend it, but it wasn't always foolproof. But yeah, that was Madden 17, and then we go to Madden 18. In Madden 18, I remember this a lot because this was just, I hated playing this Madden 18 because of this, but the toss. Madden 18, deuce close and all this stuff, the toss stretching, but the toss was this was the big thing of Madden. Barry Sanders, you get juked out your shoes, spin move or juke, and literally a toss like this, and you would just, it was like, you knew how, if you had the toss D, you was fine. But sometimes they would just catch you off guard with a toss, and the blocking would be so perfect, and it would just frustrate the hell out of offenses, especially if you came in like this nigga's coming out in goal line. You're never stopping it. You was never stopping the toss there. And remember, dudes would do this, and they would put their offensive line on the field, so they would come out strictly just. I used to play dudes who just this was the stretch of Madden 18, Madden 22 right now, the stretch, how it stretches now. This was the stretch. Literally, dude would come out here and they would run toss the whole play. Like, literally, they would just run toss the whole play, all the way upfield. It was that deadly. It was that good, and they would just run it the whole time. And that was Madden 18. And then we get the Madden 19. Madden 19. I believe Madden 19 was the one that it was a more passing thing because the game, it was corner routes and C routes. That's what I kind of remember. And the the meta of Madden 19, it's not in my head because I for some reason I just don't see it was. I don't remember more. This is why I believe C routes came into play right here. I believe this is what the C routes and the bunch out because the bunch has been a good forever, but like the corner routes, really the corner routes and the C routes, they were really good in these Maddens, especially like Madden, this man right here, because remember, there was a time you could not defend a corner route. There was a time you couldn't defend it at all. Remember that? And like this was the time like corner routes were like almost impossible to stop, and they had to actually fix them because you couldn't defend them. The C route they had to fix the C route because of how overpowered it was. Remember the C route, and that's why I believe it was this Madden where the C route was so good. In Madden 20, they changed the whole damn route where it don't even work. Like it literally, they literally don't even run it the same way. They don't. That's how they fix stuff. They just mess the play up, make it play worse. But this was Madden 19, man. Madden 19, corner routes, C routes, stuff like that. That was mostly the meta of 19, especially with the receivers. It was Antonio Brown was on the game, so receivers could they were just burning you all day with them corner routes. And then we go to Madden 20, and we all remember Madden 20. Pat Mahomes on the cover. Another thing, it was spinning moves, and this is all that stuff. But Madden 20, you couldn't run. You couldn't. I had a good team in Madden 20, but the Madden 20 meta, and Gutfire used to he puts all the stuff out, so he knows all the metas and all this stuff. But Madden 20, it was a terrible game. We all know it was a terrible game. But was it worse than what it is now? I don't know. But looking at these plays, these were like PA. This was like the years where post crossers were a thing too. These crossing routes. Another thing, PA crossers. PA crossers was a big thing here in Madden 20. This was like the meta of this. The meta of Madden 20 was like mostly crossers, and then I believe this was the year the juke, y'all. Was it? And this the one where the juke was good and the spin was good for Madden 21. But because the spin was pretty good for Madden 18, they did it in 19. They always do that. They'll put something up and make it good, then they make it bad next year, and then they'll redo it again and make it good again. But if I'm not mistaken, Madden 20 had in the run game, it was the juke. It was the juke and everything where you could juke like 20 people at once. But yeah, this is Madden 20, and corner routes was still a thing here. Everybody knows corner routes, but it was mostly like PA post, like PA crossers were like the thing. Like it was tough. It was we couldn't. Now you can kind of defend crossers, but these Maddens back in, you couldn't really defend this stuff unless you went all you have to. If you go and use it, yeah, you could. But most of the time, it was one of these games where you just had to know what you was doing, and you had to make the right defensive call to try to at least get lucky. Now, you can play defense in these games a little bit. You can play defense in Madden, these Maddens now, but now we know in Madden 21 and Madden 22 you can't play defense at all. Next gen version, never you can't play defense at all. But in Madden 20 you had the defense, and Madden 20 meta now. I know the defensive meta was I was running this is when safeties and linebackers were fast. Now you remember that in Madden 20. Safeties and linebackers could actually animate. And I was running 3-4 blitz, sending 7, and I could take my safety and move down there and go all the way down there and run with them. Now you can do that now. in Madden 20, but you still get that place where you would get burnt over top sometimes. Like in Madden 20, they run backwards. In Madden 22 right now, they don't run backwards as fast as they did in Madden 20. Madden 20, you had to do on the line. He would take off full speed backwards, so you could send your whole line and put them all on the line, and it would just be they would just literally run back there and defend everything. That was the meta of Madden 20. I was running pinch out too like all the time. So that was Madden 20 and the meta there. And we all know Madden 21, a terrible game that I hate to play. And but we all know what was big in Madden 21 last year. We had because Madden 20 we had the um the spin move again was a thing, which is now still spin move. The Patriots playbook, gun bunch, um, corner routes, PA post shot, the running game in Madden 20. What was last year? Everybody was running like Joke was running that deuce close stuff, stretch again, really stretch came back again, running our RPOs. That was the first year of RPOs, kind of. Was it the first? No, Madden 20 was the first one of RPOs. But Lamar Jackson on the cover, he can run abilities. Now, abilities was kind of the first thing, kind of like abilities. This was the second year? Was it the second year of abilities for Madden 21? I think it was the second year of abilities for Madden 21. Seemed like we've had abilities for seemed like we've had abilities for like a long ass time, like a lot of Maddens, but really they ain't been for till I know at least like Madden 20. I believe Madden 20. But escape artist, we all know escape artist was a terrible thing to witness, and it's still a thing. It's still a thing. But yeah, this is what I'm just going through all the metas of the past Madden since 13, and let me know what was the worst thing you faced in Madden from Madden 13 till now. But that's what it is, man. If you like that, we'll go back and revisit like some defensive stuff, and we'll even go back further and see if I can remember some stuff about that. I'll tell you some stuff from back Sega and Nintendo maybe. But that's what it is, man. We out here.